Great race by Brad Keysor. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to have our post race celebration. We're going to talk to the winner of the race and our highest finishing rookie, Eric Becker. What a race. Another fantastic topless 200. You're enjoying live super modified sim racing, the finest on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network. Come right back after the break. Welcome back to SUPRS Live. We hope you enjoyed that race. This is a SUPRS Broadcasting Network. We just finished up the original 200 lap super modified sim race, the topless 200 at Oswego Speedway, and we've got a first time winner in victory lane and in the broadcast booth with us, Brad Keysor. BK, congratulations. That was a heck of a run. You had some close calls out there. You really looked like you had a good race car from start to finish. We know that Dave O lost connection, but we think that it looked like you had something for him possibly. Your thoughts on winning your first topless 200? How hard was it? This is only your second time running this race.
Yeah, first, thank you, Bob, and I want to say thanks, obviously, to Hairback Studios, Breeze Graphics for putting on the broadcast, and obviously, First to Finish Servers. Also, want to shout out to Chasing Cameras, my new sponsor, my daughter. She's in a contest on Facebook for a photo contest, so anybody there like that to help her win that. Good race over here. Worked a lot with Dave, working with the mod squad team over there and Heat Finder guys a lot on setups, and we found something here. So, not sure if I had anything really for Dave. We're pretty much in the exact same setup again. He was running just a tick more stagger than I was. I think he was running two versus my 1.5. But I was able to run with him for a long time there. Unfortunately, I hate the fact that both wins have now been when Dave's connection, the one night he didn't have power, and tonight I think the server dropped a couple of us, unfortunately. But just glad that I was able to get through a couple of close calls, survive it. But I'd rather beat Dave on the track and win it that way. It sucks for him. So it's kind of it's a nice win, but a somber win at the same time.
Well, what point out there, Brad, were you settled in the car comfortable for you and able to work easily through lap traffic?
I think it was around we had a restart. I want to say around like lap 30 or so, and that's when Dave and I knew that the setup, and actually I think Zach was in the same exact setup as well, where we knew the car would start to come in and it would go from sixes to kind of fours, and if you really pushed, you could run a two, but you'd risk burning up the tires. Um, so the real strategy, in all honesty, was to try to get Keith and Rob because they're so good at the end of races. Wanted to try to get them both down a lap to really prevent exactly what happened at the end of the race, where there was four of us nose to tail with a few to go, and knowing how well Keith is at saving his equipment and how good Rob is in terms of just driving just a worn out car and late in a run. Really, the strategy was to try to scare them, make them chase us a little bit earlier, and maybe use up some of the equipment. But really, it was that early run that I realized the car was good. And then from there, every time a caution came out, it was right about the time we needed to get the tire temperatures cooled back down. So some of the cautions were just at the perfect time for me in terms of cooling the tires off. Unfortunately, I give Keith credit. I know Dave tried once, and I tried a couple times to get Keith, and I mean that speaks volumes of Keith's ability to drive a long race car here. Is marked him down besides Dave as the number one guy I was really worried about all night tonight. And until his incident there with Keith or Carl a little bit late, unfortunate. I think his car was in perfect shape. He had no damage on the car, and he was running exactly the race he needed to run. Where if him in fourth right there with that restart, there's a shot he can get up there and maybe make something happen. So fun race, impressive top five. Shout out to Eric finishing fifth in his first ever race. Great run for a rookie. He won the He's got top rookie of the year. Great honor for him. but it was definitely a fun, long battle, and just glad it's behind us.
Brad, congratulations. Just a fantastic season for you. You've been there every race and in the top three. A great supporter of Supers, and we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Brad Keysor, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 2020 Topless 200. Well, we talked a little bit, or Brad did a little bit about the guy who was the highest finishing rookie in this race and receiving the Rookie of the Race, Erich Becker. Congratulations, Eric, bringing that Mall Pistons number 27 home. It was a top 5. You got your first Topless 200 in the books. Your thoughts on this Speed Classic at Oswego Speedway?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun tonight. Really want to do it again. I wish I could make some setup changes, but hats off to Brad. Great run up there, and Dave O. All the guys ahead of me. Everybody ran a great race. I thought it was really clean for the most part, and just so much fun out there. So looking forward to the next one.
Erich Becker, your Rookie of the Race here at the 2020 Topless 200. And we have had a tie for the SUPRS Charger and weren't quite sure going back over the math. And when it's all said and done, both drivers advancing 6 positions from their starting spot. But because he started further back in the field, the SUPRS Charger goes to rookie Steven Vincent. Congratulations, Steven. You had your hands full at the end of that race, but you were able to keep the car underneath of you. We appreciate you being here. How's it feel to be able to finish the Topless 200?
Man, that was awful fun. This is also only my second race over here at Supers, and just to finish it was an accomplishment and a half for myself. Thanks to all the gentlemen in here, Brad and Ryan. They've really been helping me a lot. Yeah, it was a fun race out there. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Steven Vincent, your SUPRS Charger here tonight. Can't wait to do it again next year. The guy that he tied with started the very first Topless 200 in 2005 on the outside of the front row. Gary Waldron. Gary, you were able to hang on out there, a 6th place finish. This has to be one of your best non-wing seasons, dating back to when you first started with SUPRS. We put the wraps on it tonight. Let's wrap up our post-race interviews with your thoughts on the Topless 200.
Well, it was a good time. I had a little bit of luck, not really a lot of strategy. The car was good the whole race. It was consistent. I guess that's what I'm going to say. Very consistent. So I didn't lose a lot that way. First part of the race, it was really loose, but everything came in, and even on cold tires after restarts, car was very good. So I'm happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Waldron out of Wyoming, Michigan in the Kinewato Supply Machine tied with Steven Vincent for the SUPRS Charger, and driver that has started many of these Topless 200s dating back to 2005. Well, folks, this has been another fantastic Topless 200, a great season of summer season of Supermodified sim racing, and for the next 364 days, Brad Keysor will think about this win and be ready to do it again, and to try again next year. And Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll all be here next year on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network. And we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors, First to Finish Race Servers, Icings on Top. We also want to say thank you to Breeze Graphics and Hairbag Studios. A special thanks go out to Kevin Timmons, who's been turning the knobs and sliding the sliders up there in Baldwinsville, New York, all season long and putting on these great broadcasts. Thanks also to all the supporters who sponsored laps of the Topless 200. Don't forget, you can still make a donation to the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds, and all of those proceeds will go to help injured Supermodified drivers. From all of us at the SUPRS Broadcasting Network, and from all of the members of the original Supermodified Sim Racing Sanction, thank you all for tuning in to SUPRS Live. We wish you all a good day, a good morning, or a good evening, wherever in this wonderful world you may be. And until next time, remember to keep it wing side up and wheels to the ground.
someone you love. I've been around